Flip-flops may be your summer staple, but those comfy go-to shoes may be hard on your body. That is unless you're wearing the right style. Here's Brook with some good examples.
They may look comfy, but they're a real flop when it comes to supporting your feet. So what is the deal with flip-flops? Are they really that bad for us?
Traditionally, they've been pretty bad because they're really flat, don't offer much support, and they're just not the best shoe or something to put on your feet to give you any kind of control, and they can actually cause some damage.
Dr. Stephen Tillett told me if you can bend them, you probably shouldn't wear them. He says give them the flex test.
This one obviously is very flexible, so I would say that fails the flex test. It also, because it's so soft and squishy, you'll sink down into the heel and actually be walking kind of up back on your heels instead of on a nice even terrain, or what we're used to walking with a little bit of an elevated heel, which is in most of our shoes. What we look for in a good shoe is that it's rigid from here to the ball of the foot where the toes can flex, but we don't want the arch here to flex at all.
Now why don't you want it to?
Well, because we want to not put that strain across the arch. We do better if we're not causing any excess strain there, because it changes the biomechanics of the foot.
Which can lead to all kinds of problems like heel, knee, and back pain.
Because you change the way the foot functions, the changes actually are rotated up the leg, so it can change the mechanics in the knee and the hip and the back.
And wear a flip-flop that doesn't have antimicrobial material, you could end up with a fungal infection or athlete's foot. But not to worry, not all flip-flops are bad for your health. Dr. Tillett introduced us to a number of brands that are all backed by the American Podiatric Medical Association.
And if you look at them, like the ortho heel here, it has a nice contoured arch. If you look at it from the side, it doesn't have that really flat footbed. It has a little bit of an elevation and some arch support in it. Crocs makes a flip-flop that has the seal of approval as well, and it has quite a heel on it, and they have their well-known footbed that has these ridges that are comfortable and somewhat antimicrobial as well, but it also has those basic qualities that we were looking for in a good flip-flop.
The Sole and Choco also make APMA-approved flip-flops, and a brand called Fit Flops are not only stylish, but claim to give you a workout while you walk. The doc says hang on to these, but not for too long.
I wouldn't own a pair of flip-flops for over a year, just because they begin to break down and they start to pick up things from the environment like the bacteria and fungus that we talked about.
And make sure you get the right fit. If your foot hangs off the side or the back, you'll defeat the purpose of a supportive sole. And really, don't you want your feet to be happy? And I like how you practice what you preach, too. Take a look at this. He's also wearing flip-flops. You got Crocs on one foot, and what's on the other foot?
Ortho heel.
Ortho heel. Nice, but you know what, Doc? You don't match here.
I didn't realize that.
I'll help you out with that.
Okay.
Thanks. Back to you guys.
Dr. Tillett told us the only time it's okay to wear flimsy flip-flops is in the gym locker room to protect your feet from fungus or at the beach.